Hello, Internet, and welcome to the stream. I'm Colin. Thanks for joining me. Let's mute the live stream channels here. How are y'all doing out there today? I hope pretty great. I know I'm doing quite all right. And I am ready to do some inking. Before we get started, we'll give a couple minutes here. Just make sure the chats are working. We'll see if people are getting in. All that kind of fun stuff. So give it, just like I said, a little wee bit of time here. And we'll get ready. I'm going to test the chat here. Make sure I can get it on my side, because I know Restream just updated their chat. So I got to make sure it comes in. We are listening to spooky old retro sci-fi movie soundtracks today. This is, of course, The Day the Earth Stood Still. If you folks are out there and you can hear me and the music's too loud or too low or my voice is wrong or whatever, you guys just give me a quick old holler in the chat. Let me know what's going on, and I can try to get that fixed up here. Looks like I got it from the YouTubes. Let's try Twitch and Mixer. Make sure they all come in nice. Yep, I got them. We are good to go, folks. I'm excited about the day. I was super pumped drawing this cool little SpaceGal last week for y'all. Thanks for the input, everybody. I greatly appreciate it. And it was just a blast to work on and a lot of fun to do. I am happy to be inking it today. But before that starts, I'm going to get myself a little bit of water because I am parched today. I like a little lemon to freshen up the glass. Delightful. And then my big old jug of water. Ah, refreshing. Good deal. Okie dokie. Gotta stay hydrated. Gotta stay hydrated. Okay, so let's move some of this stuff out of my way for the time being. We're going to start today with the various pens I have and get some of the fine details done before we move on to our brushes and brush and ink work. That is tasty. Good deal. So what I like to start with when I personally am inking, let's go with the 03. Actually, is the 01 available? Let's find out. Yep, brand new 01 in there, because my other one dried up, ran out bad. So this is good. Got a fresh nib. And unfortunately, just because of the way inking works, this drawing is going to be moving around a whole bunch today. So I apologize in advance for that there, gang. But I hope you don't mind. I hope you could see it well enough. And as I was saying, what I like to start with here is the finer details. So like her face, which if you remember from last week, we kind of agonized over. His face, all these little teeth and the fine details and stuff like that, before we go into kind of the big areas. Now, one thing to consider with this drawing is that I fully intend to color it digitally. That's going to change how I ink. If I'm going to let it be just a complete pen and ink piece and that's it, I'm going to ink it differently. If I'm going to do it with markers later, I'm going to do it even more differently. So for now, we're going to start with knowing that we're going to digitally color this. I'm going to start in on this gal's face here. If you see my hair coming into the video, let's see if I can get it. Yeah, like that. Pardon me. But I do like to get down really nitty-gritty onto this thing. Hopefully you guys can see. Hopefully the shadow here is not too much. Actually, let me hit the overhead light. Might not do much, but it might eliminate a little bit of that shadow. We'll see. And if you guys want any kind of adjustments on the sound, the video, all those fun things, like I said, give me a holler. You could say, hey, Colin, change it up. Actually, now that I think about it too, I'm going to switch to even a smaller one. This is the 0.05. Just for getting those real fine details, because I can always add. It's hard to take away. So I'm keeping this drawing kind of cartoony. She almost reminds me of like the style of, say, like a Disney princess. If that makes any sense to anybody out there, I hope it does. She's kind of got the big eyes going, the very delicate facial features. And now we can just kind of start adding in the eyelashes. And just getting there. It's a process, you guys. Now, whether or not I will have this done today is left to be said. I can tell you that this thing is going to take longer than 2 hours. So, yikes. I hope that works out, you know. I really do. Hey, this is Forbidden Planet. I just grabbed a mix here. This mix of classic sci-fi film themes is by YouTuber Cheryl196, which has 666 thumbs up on the video. I would give it a thumbs up, but man, I don't want to wreck that amazing number. I really don't. That is good stuff, you guys. So we'll leave it at that. But yeah, cool stuff. I love these. I thought it would be appropriate for this kind of stuff. I'm not a musician, folks. I wish I was. I wish I had some kind of a musical ability. Because this kind of stuff, I'd love to make spooky, retro 50s, sci-fi, B-movie theme musics to use for my own videos. Okay, we got the eyes in. That's good. Now, as we talked about last week, when drawing like attractive women, its soft curves are the big thing to use. And that, to me, is quite a challenge, I gotta say. It is something that I struggle with, so... Here with the inking, I'm struggling with it as well. But that's okay. That's life, you know? There we go. Now we can get into doing her mouth here. Now this is where we're going to need to start doing just a couple of interesting things that I do when I ink. I make decisions, you know, when I'm doing this. And decision number one here is, shall we use shall we use, let's get you zoomed in for a bit, folks. Teeth in her face. You know, is her mouth showing teeth? That's just it. I don't know. Could be. Also, we might want to go completely against it and not do it. Let's get in these lips thrown in. Like so. Good stuff. I like that. Definitely there's the tongue area. We're just going to leave this be for now. We don't need to determine if she has teeth right this second. But one thing I want to do is on this bottom lip, where the shadows are going to be, I'm definitely going to be just making the line a wee bit thicker there. There we go. Good deal. Okay, so that's good. Face is coming in nice. We can kind of start to worry about the shape of the head here. And again, man, I struggle with these, like, drawing soft, delicate curves. What a pain in my butt. The line a wee bit thicker at the bottom of the chin. Again, that's where shadows are going to be. There we go. Generally speaking, I like that face shape. Now we can make some determinations here. I'm going to move on for a bit, but you guys can start thinking, should she have earrings? Should she have a little like earpiece in? A little headset type of deal? You know, grab a pencil here, like a little earbud kind of thing in. Or is the microphone somewhere in this domed helmet suit? I don't know. I don't know. That's for all of us to figure out. But for now, we'll get this together here. Okay. And then I think the face is pretty good. We can make determinations about the hair. I'm not crazy about that hair as it is right this second. I like the short look of it, but I think we can do something a little better. But we'll have to look, you know. We will have to look. Hold on a sec. Got to share this thing on Facebook here real quick. I don't know why Instagram doesn't just immediately publish what I want it to publish. But there it is. So let me just get this going here. There we go. Thanks, guys. There we go. Just got to get this updated here and on Twitch as well. Good. Grande. Hopefully that'll let some folks know that I am in fact streaming. I thought that the Instagram post would have gone to Facebook, but it did not. Okay, so we got to fix her hand. She's kind of doing a claw thing, which I am unfortunately not digging like a garden. It looks pretty terrible. And that is right down in here, this area. Where's my pencil sharpener? Where's my eraser at? Oh, there it is. I'm losing stuff left and right, you guys. Good deal. Okay. Oh, and that broke. Good. So yeah, I just the clawy hand just didn't look good. So as she's turning here, her hand's coming out this way. And this will be where her hand is. And I want her to be given more of a, like, whoa! Her whoa hands. Like such. I dig that. That looks better, I think. Personally. Then, if we want to, and this can be fun, we could put, like, on her chest area, a little control panel deal. I don't know, we can leave the suit as is, or we could put on, like, a little, just a wee little control panel thing here. Maybe it's got some tubes going into it or something. But just getting that shape in there. We can worry about that later. Even still, I'm happy the hand is a little bit better. Next thing we'll do then is we know that our little glass dome here that's the shape of it. That's the size. So let's get this drawn in. I'm again going to use the slim marker. They're the Copic multi-liner here. What I'm going to do for this is our light source is coming in from up at this portion of the drawing. I'm going to kind of leave that area open a bit. It's going to be a lot darker down in here. And it comes around and keep it kind of open up there. You can always fill it in later. But give it a sec. And there we go. Nice. So that's in. I like that. We can start working on some of the details here now. Since her hand's not there anymore, we can clearly put in this little doohickey, I don't know, voice modulation unit or whatever the hell it is. Just like so. Get a nice circle. Do some of these guys here. Yeah, when I first started doing ink work, I was very much like, oh, gotta outline everything. Gotta get every little bit outlined perfectly. And then you just come to this conclusion that, like, no, you're good. Don't worry so much about it. It'll all come together, man. Just trust yourself. You'll be all right. Okay. So let's get some ink on our palette. I'm going to zoom us out just a pinch. maybe one more step. Let's get some ink going. I'm getting lots of air. There we go. Perfect. Now I'm going to start here with my slimmer brush. This is a new brush. This is a Princeton Elite 5/0. I don't know how the numbers work, but I know that means it's small. Do a couple practice lines here. And then we can just kind of start adding in some of these little details. Stuff like this rim around the top of the helmet, the side, stuff like that. So, I mean, as you guys can see, this is a slow process. Inking something, I think, takes a lot more time than most people think it does. At least it does for me. I am 100% sure that there are people out there that could see, like, if I were to mail them this page, let's say, if I were to put it in a package and mail it and say, ink this, they'd have it done in an hour. I'm not one of those people. I try not to agonize too much over my lines. I try not to just let stuff bug me here, but I guess I'm just not that proficient. Okay, so now that that's in, we can add in a little texture here on this orb. The underside of it would be here. So we're going to put a little semicircle there. That's the shadow side. We left a little tiny ridge around the bottom there. That's where reflected light's hitting us. Then we can add in some just kooky, spooky lines. Like that, get some nice texture on it. Like there, that's good. I like that. And then I think we can move into, I can safely say, the hoses are going to be a good thing. So I'm going to put generally kind of thick the lines in. Like ribbed parts of this hose. Hi Bear Bear, how you doing today? This stuff. And we can add where the undersides are. There we go. Always keeping in mind where our light's coming from, which is that top. Yeah, Bear Bear, I don't know. I have no idea where everybody is. That's okay. I'm not too worried about it. I'm here. You're here. It's all good, man. It's all good. Mortal Kombat, sweet. Noobs I bought. I was always a big fan of the, cliche as it is, the dudes like Scorpion and Sub-Zero and Reptile and Smoke. It's good stuff. Do this backside of the helmet here. Some lines going down. Yep. I can't remember if you could get Noob Saibot on Mortal Kombat 1 or if it started on Mortal Kombat 2. I cannot remember. Okay, there we go. Now we can kind of just start moving around, popping in areas that I think are going to be dark. We'll start with that, especially like these undersides of the hands. They're going to be virtually black. So let's get those spot blacks thrown in. Noobs I bought. Did you ever see the Mortal Kombat movie? The one from like 90... I don't know, 7, 98, something like that. Maybe it was even earlier. Great one. Great movie. Still one of my favorites. Love it. And great Shang Tsung in that movie. There we go. Let's get in some spot black areas here. Some shadow horizons, some thresholds. The reboot. I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure that Noobs I Bought you could get in like Mortal Kombat 2 way back in the day. Or maybe that's just a legend or something. But yeah, I remember that from when I was a kid, man. So I'm not sure when the reboot happened. There we go. Smoke. Yeah, he was just like a secondary character. Like one of those secret dudes. Okay, let's make him furry on the shoulders. Not in the original. Yeah, I wasn't sure when he came to be a part of the Mortal Kombat mythology. There's a game for you. Mortal Kombat mythologies. Okay. Get some of this furry hair in there. Who doesn't love furry hair? Two in the original, okay. Yeah, I loved all of Mortal Kombat's good, but like the old school Mortal Kombat, yep, with Reptile. Reptile is awesome. Like I said, I love any of the like ninja guys, like Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Reptile, Smoke. all those dudes are, I just think they're really cool. Yeah, man, you're young, Bear. You can't understand just how flippin' huge Mortal Kombat was when it first came out. It was like the thing. I can't remember what grade I was in, but that's pretty much all anybody talked about, Mortal Kombat. And that year for Halloween, pretty much everybody went as Scorpion or Sub-Zero, or if you were really flipping cool, you'd go as Reptile. You get your mom to make you a Scorpion costume, but in green. I wasn't that cool. Yeah, yep. I'm sure you do know how huge it was. I'm just saying, from having lived in it, man, it's nuts. It was quite the experience. I wonder if I still have my Mortal Kombat Pogs floating around. Yeah, now it's Fortnite, I know. Everybody's real into it, and that's cool. You know, more power to them. Don't get me wrong, I think Fortnite's a cool game, but I much prefer my games to have the ability to, like, rip a dude's skeleton out of his body. When I look for a game, that's what I look for. The ability to take off my big ol' hat, throw it like a circular saw blade, and saw someone in half. That's pretty much what I want out of a video game. That and the ability to dress people up in alternate outfits. That has such an appeal. There we go. Yeah, I like all those guys. Like, I'm a stickler for the classics, so I like all those dudes when they were. Ooh, that's gummy. That ink got real gummy on there. Let's see if I can get some of that off. Yeah, it causes a mess, but that's okay. You gotta watch that ink will like never dry there. Li Shang. Yeah, the fatalities are great. I also even have a soft spot for the old friendships. Can't beat a good friendship. And animalities. The red one was there's like Cybox and what was he called? Cybox and Cyrac? Something like that? And yeah, the red one was when those guys came out in like Mortal Kombat 2 or 3. The red one was my favorite. Everyone liked the yellow guy. I like the red guy. Babality. Let's get some weirdo antennae going. There we go. Get over here. That's what Scorpion says. Sub-Zero was always my dude. Because I enjoyed freezing people and then blowing their heads off with uppercuts. Nothing wrong with Shao Kahn. I liked how in the first one he could become any of the other fighters, like at random. I thought that was a cool design choice, you know. Very cool design choice. He could turn into anybody. I loved Goro too. Gotta love a dude with 4 arms that can just beat the crap out of people. I gotta watch out because if a genie ever grants me wishes, I gotta make sure I don't squander it by wishing for 4 arms. Because as cool as that would be, it kind of suck not to be able to put them away after a while. You have to wear like a big old shirt and like cross your lower arms. Alright, let's get this guy's furrowed brows in. Got to put some lines around here. That's good. Really? Ripped his arms off? Oh, poor Goro. How's he going to hug 2 people at once now? That's what I think of. Goro, 4 arms. That gives him the ability to give 2 people hugs at once. Yeah, what was his brother's name? Because I remember that dude was in Mortal Kombat 2 or 3. I can't remember which one. But yeah, he definitely kind of has a look to him. Alright, let's get this nose in. Go. That's good. I like that. And those are some of the finer details. We can move back over to the brush and get the rest of this. Let me get his top horn here. There we go. Good deal. How did his brother die, Bear Bear? I have no idea. Melina's pretty awesome. I like that she's like Katara, but she's purple. Is it Katara? Or Katana? What's her name? Purple's a better color, man. That's all I'll say. I like me some purple. Okay. Get his zygomatic processes in. There we go. Good stuff. Good stuff. It's coming together, folks. Coming together. Get these horns in. Cool, cool. I think this guy's going to have a cool silhouette. I don't know. Just that head is like all covered in spikes. I like that. It's Kitana. Okay, good deal. Oh, yeah, she is. She's, I forgot, Baraka's species. They have the weird mouth. Melina is. Because her one fatality, she pulled off her mask and she was all like, had that hideous Baraka mouth and ate you, or ate the loser of the match. Forgot about that. Baraka has like those hand blades, just like the real Deadpool, the one from X-Men Origins Wolverine. I also liked, what was her name? Sindel. She had the hair. She could, like, whip her hair around. I always thought that was cool. Finish this other antennae here. Hi, Skyman. Good to see you. Sorry I reminded you of the Deadpool from that Wolverine movie. Ugh. The one true Deadpool. I'm so glad that they addressed that in Deadpool 2. In the end credits with the time traveling. I'm glad that Ryan Reynolds, too, can have a sense of humor about stuff like that. Okay. Bearberry had me, it bites your face off and starts eating it. That sounds like a great movie right there. Okay. Considering that our shadow side's over here, we can add in some shadow lines. Like such. Yeah, Hugh Jackman's tour de force performance. Wolverine. I wish that they could get Hugh Jackman to be in a Deadpool movie. Like, legitimately. Not just, like, footage from, you know, existing films. And Melina the movie, I'd watch that. Speaking of terrible movies, Mortal Kombat Annihilation, the movie. Hey, I still have a soft spot for it. I saw it in the theaters. It's bad, but if I'm ever sitting and watching TV and it's on, I will watch it. Okay, cool. Our crazy bug-eyed monsters coming in. I'm liking so far. Let's make sure to give him some lips here. As we listen to the music from The Blob, one of my all-time favorite movies. So good. Okay, there's his gums. We can add in some lines here. We don't want it to be full black back in his mouth, but pretty dang close would be good. That doesn't surprise me, Bear Bear, that all those dudes are retiring from the Marvel movies. I'm pretty sure I'd heard they'd wanted to like years ago. It's sad, but you know, you can't do the same thing forever. And Quan Chi does look like Kratos. Yep. Let's just add some fun, wacky lines to his face. Make him look kind of craggly. Man, Bear Bear, you know, you've already made me want to just start playing Mortal Kombat. So good. And I just want to scream, Mortal Kombat. I can hear the music. Dun, 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 dun. It's pumping me up. The guy goes, test your might. I love the sampling. Love the sampling. All right, let's get the brush. Let's move down onto this dude's hands, his nice claws. Sorry my water here is like a weird color, but I was painting with acrylics earlier today and just never emptied the pot out. Should not affect the ink though. Just a weird color water. Okay, so I will start over on this hand. Any Mortal Kombat conversation is a good conversation. Something to keep in mind. Those are words you can write on somebody's tombstone. Any conversation about Mortal Kombat is a good conversation. There we go. Yeah, I think the thing that really drew me to Mortal Kombat as opposed to Street Fighter way back when was, once again, with the monsters, it's that. I mean, Street Fighter was just like, it's cool, don't get me wrong. I like Street Fighter. But it's just like a bunch of dudes. What's their story? Oh, they come from different countries. Mortal Kombat had like crazy-ass monsters in it, like Goro. Sub-Zero was a freezing ninja. You know, like that kind of stuff, man. That's what really gets my motor humming in terms of video games. Like stuff like that. You know, and don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Street Fighter's good. Tekken's cool. Tekken is cool. Street Fighter's cool. Like, all those games are cool, but something about Mortal Kombat with all its monsters and its, like, big, sweeping mythology of, like, Outworld and Earth and winning tournaments and stuff like that. Like, that just... it kind of does it for me. I really like that kind of stuff. It makes me want to get invested and play your game. I'm not the type of guy that just likes to just compete, you know? Like, who cares about the story? I'm here to compete. That's not me. Okay, so I'm working on this hand. It's coming along good. There we go. I like that. Give it a knuckle. Hey, Nathan, how you doing? I just said that earlier, Nathan, that I have that dun 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 test your might. And the guy goes, Mortal Kombat right at the beginning. Is that the one you're thinking from the movie? Which is the best of the three? The three original Mortal Kombats, or the best of the fighting games? So I'm not sure what you're meaning. What do you mean best of the three? But that's okay. Moving on. Changing topics. Good to hear, Nathan. Once again, we are on the same page. I was saying, even though Mortal Kombat Annihilation sucks as a movie, if it's on, I will watch it. Like, end of story. Bad as it is. Still have a soft spot for it. Can we talk about other games? Sure. Sure, Bear, it's all good with me, man. What do you want to talk about? Pick a topic, pick a subject, talk amongst yourselves. I will continue inking. I also like the really terrible Mortal Kombat TV show that used to be on. Because I kind of love... I have a deep, unabashed, unabiding love for 90s genre television. Like Hercules and Xena and Conan and Beastmaster. Oh, God. There's so many of them. And the Sinbad show, which nobody remembers but me. And the Mortal Kombat show is definitely in there. Love that Mortal Kombat show. Yeah, I was a big Hercules Xena guy. Specifically Xena. Loved me some Xena back in the days. Do you guys remember Xena? Skyman, yes. My plan is next week to do this digitally, because it's going to take a while to ink all of this. But yeah, next week's live stream should be this drawing done digitally. Last week's was all the pencil work from scratch. I didn't even have an idea ready to go. So, yep. So, there we go. So, hopefully next week you could tune in on Thursday and check out the digital coloring, which will be fun. I've never done digital color on a stream before, so it'll be interesting to do. And you like monsters because they're tough? Oh, I'm a big softie. Oh, thank you. I am. What can I say? If I was a dog, I'd be like, I don't know, Beethoven. You know, that big Great Dane that slobbers? Or, I'm sorry, Saint Bernard. Big and cuddly. Okay. Let's continue moving on then. I'll let you guys be the judge. He's got fuzzy shoulders here. Should he have fuzzy arms as well? Because that is a discussion. You guys can be the judge. He can either just have the furry shoulders, or he could have furry arms too. So there's benefits to both, I would think. Let's get SpaceGal's arms put in. Furry chest and shoulders. Yep, fair enough. Fair enough. We can do that. We can do that. And if anybody else has an opinion, let me know. I like to take into account what you guys like. Okay, there we go. Yeah, Bear, that's kind of where I was thinking. But, you know, like I said, there are benefits to both things. Ooh, what is the music? Full on, Nathan, full on fuzzy, rocking the boat. I love it. I love it. Okay. Well, we'll think about it here. We'll settle it maybe with the roll of a dice. I don't know. I'm just hitting where some of these dark lines are going to be. Let's get this boob line thrown in. I don't know, Bear. I don't know what you mean by that, Bear. But sure, I guess. I give you a word to say, and the first person to type that word into the chat wins. Okay. What's a good word? The word is fluffernutter. The word is fluffernutter. Okay, do Space Girl's side of her hand here. SpaceGal. In color. Oh! And Nathan grabs it. Boom. Oh, man. Furry all over it is. This guy's fuzzy all the way down. Okay. We got to make sure her fingers aren't too thick. Hello, Inimu I Chudge. How are you? Design your furry suit. Hello, how are you? I have no problem with that. I mean, right now we are into doing this SpaceGal type of deal here. But shoot me a private message on Facebook or something. We'll see what we can work out. What kind of animal are you going to be? All right, let's get this laser gun. What do you guys think? Laser gun or ray gun? And it's okay, Bear. No worries, man. Yeah, you guys tell me laser gun, ray gun. let's get some little side wings put on it. There we go. Super ray gun. Bear, I do commissions. So that's what I'm saying, you know. Feel free, anybody, if you ever want anything, feel free to shoot me a private message or whatever. It's all good. It's all good, man. No worries. That's just it. I run a no worries channel here, gang. Tops of these fingers in. There we go. Chudge. I don't know how to pronounce that. I don't know how to pronounce that. So I'm sorry. Alright, so this ray gun clearly needs to have a big old spiral disc in front of it. And then a circle. I mean, that's just the rules. Yep. Super ray gun. And then we can get in here. Deal with her space gloves. Are you talking to me, Bear? No. I mean, commissions, it all depends, man. It all depends. Let's get these little glove strappies put in, whatever they are. And again, I'm not too worried about all this stuff. Add in some lines where I feel like it. It's all good in the hood. But yeah, I definitely think this SpaceGal, I think you guys are completely correct. It's a super ray gun. Do you know what it shoots? Super rays. There we go. And in the back end is the tubes. Oh no, I don't think I said free, Bear. I think I said I do commissions. I think I might have said when I am free. I'm unsure about where you heard free from. Ba-da-ba-ba. Okay. Thank you, Animu. I appreciate that very much. Anytime I could be compared to an Iron Maiden cover, I will take it. Oh, you're fine. You're fine. No worries. No worries. What language do you speak normally? It is all good. It is all good. Animu, let's just say that I'm in the demographic that the I'm now in the demographic that most advertisers don't care about. That's what I'll say. Ah, Polish. Very cool. Well, I do not speak a word of Polish, unfortunately. So I'm sorry for that. Hello, Bear Bear. Welcome back to the stream. I have started to, well, I've been for a while learning Japanese, which is going slowly, but I like it, and it's the type of thing where I'm like retaining the information, which is good, even though I know very little of it. And a little bit of Hungarian I've started learning. My grandfather, well, his whole family and my grandmother's too, were from Hungary, so I figured that would be good. Learn a little bit of Hungarian, but I started that like 3 days ago, so none of that has made its way into my brain areas yet. Now, my wife's grandfather, he was Polish. One day, huh? I like saying one day too, Bear Bear, but I like it in the context of I'm like, one day I'll own that killer robot, and all those who laughed at me will rue the day. Or one day I will own my own private island. Or my own private Idaho. I can go live in my own private Idaho. Alright, let's give her some pouches like a character from a 90s comic. Exactly, Bear Bear. One day I'll end it all. Good job, Animu. It's a fun language. I like it a lot. I dig it. There's, you know, I just think it's really cool. Plus, it would be awesome to be able to read like manga and stuff without having to wait for American releases or even scanlations. You know, I think it would just be cool to be able to do that. When I'm living in my own private Idaho, I can speak Japanese. And that'll be great. I'm living in my own private Idaho. Maybe I'll do a request stream one of these days. Speaking of what you said, Bear Bear, maybe I'll do just a stream that's just... that is just viewer requests. Might be fun. You know, like everybody gets 10 minutes. Something like that might be a cool thing to do. Ah, it's not the morning here, Animu. So Ohio doesn't necessarily work. And so your name is Jacob. Konnichiwa. Watashi wa Colin desu ka? Or des. Sorry. Genki desu ka? Konnichiwa, watashi wa Colin desu. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu. It's coming. It's coming. Good, Nathan. Good. That was my plan all along. I love the B-52s so much. I love their weird, like retro 50s aesthetic. I just dig the heck out of it. Something about it just rubs me the right way. Okay. I've seen gorier than Elfin Lead. I like Elfin Lead, but there are far more gory animes out there. Okay, her butt needs to be a little, the line just a little thicker. I'm going to switch over to the brush for that. There we go, that's good. She's not touching anything. She's just kind of like going, oh no, like, oh, my hand. So I redrew that at the beginning of this, at the stream. Good water. Good water. Let's turn this just a pinch. Planet Claire, yep. I'm so glad somebody on YouTube had restored that to take out the dumb commercial for, oh, what the heck was in there? Because there's like a commercial in the middle of the video. I love it. Animu, it is 4:15 in the PM where I'm at. Alright, I can't do like leather super good, so let's screw this up together, shall we, folks? Let's just completely ruin this drawing. You know, there are plenty of people, again, that can do like leather with no problem, like this comic book style. I am not one of them. I am not one of them. PM is evening, before night. Okay, that's not too bad. Now we can fill those areas in with some black. I don't want to, I'll use a brush. Screw it, let's do it. Bear Bear, are you my favorite British person? I don't know. Let's see. It goes David Tennant. Then Kate Middleton. Kate, if you just marry me and let me be King of England, I know we could be happy. That's all I'm saying. Then, I think Stephen Fry's in there. We're talking about living Brits. Because Douglas Adams, unfortunately, passed away. But yeah, Bear Bear, you're up there. You're in my top 10. Yeah, Nathan, it's not actually on, it's not an ad like on YouTube like that. It's like during the music video, they're still playing in the background, but some guy comes on. He's like where the B-52s are, like it was for part of a special. So it's really weird. It like just cuts over to this dude and he's asking these people like what kind of food they like and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's any other Brits that I know on the stream, Bear Bear. So yes, you would be my favorite stream Brit. Enjoy. How is this knee gonna work? I don't know. Just slap it in there. Hope for the best. Just like with everything else. Yeah, it's really weird. And it's a cool version of Planet Claire. And then it just all of a sudden some guy's like, I think he's talking about syrup or something. I'm like, what? It's very bizarre, but in kind of an endearing way. But I'm glad there's like a restored version without the syrup ad in the middle of it. Bear Bear, I bet you there is a few Japanese game shows where people are tortured. I like the one where people are mummified if they don't get trivia questions correct. Okay. Good, 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 good. That's coming along. Get into this stuff here. Might do the center line here. There we go. Good. I like that. That works. Let's get the other side of her belt pouches put in. So what do you mean for the line art? For the fine lines, I'm using these are Copic multi-liners. And for the brushes, I'm using an 5/0, which I guess is pretty small, and a 3/0, which is small but not as small. If that's what you're asking. It kind of does, Nathan. It's very weird. I kind of dig it. But at the same time, I also kind of am like, I want to hear Planet Claire. You know? Well, Bear, that is crazy, and I can tell you that's a show that I probably won't be watching anytime soon. So let's look at my own palm. Goes that way, up, boom, and then goes that way, boom. Good enough. Hand lumps, we got them. And the sweet, sweet sounds of the day the earth stood still are on the soundtrack. One of the best ever. So good. One crappy pen. Well, you could do a lot with one crappy pen. You just got to keep on practicing. Keep on arting around. Hey Nathan, how's the cereal game, man? I went to Target last night. I did get the pumpkin flavored Frosted Flakes, but I did not find the Monster cereal game because I need to pick that up for my Monster cereal collection. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a little nuts, Bear. That sounds crazy. Again, not something I'm going to be watching. Okay, cool. That's looking good. We have to decide if we want a control panel in the center of her chest here, or if we just want to keep it nice and like blank. Like a nice, just smooth spacesuit there. Because she's already got kind of a lot going on with the big old helmet and the like. Speaking of which, let's add some little detail texture here. And what's cool is if she can fog up her helmet using like a control panel, she could be Spider-Man villain Mysterio. So that's pretty neat. Because who doesn't want to be randomly Spider-Man Mysterio? Good night, Animu. Thanks for stopping by. I very much appreciate it. Have a good night. Keep drawing. Keep drawing. There's my wife. She is on her way home. Let's see here. See, I've been getting at Giant Eagle, they've had for a couple weeks, Count Chocula and Frankenberry and Boo Berry and all my favorites. But yeah, if you go to the Giant Eagle right in front of my house in Seven Fields, Nathan, boom, it's there. All the frickin' Monster cereal you could ask for. But yeah, they didn't have the game at Target. I was very disappointed with that. Okay, so let's finish up. Let's get her hair solidified here. So we're definitely keeping her with the short, like close cropped hair, I think. think we're doing that. Oh, Bear, I don't know Nathan in real life. I'm just making a very educated guess about stuff he might be interested in. So that's where that's at. I do loves me some monster cereals though, very much. Mm-hmm. You're living in your own private Idaho. Do 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 do. Giving her kind of a pixie haircut. I like that. It's a good look. I love where I live, Bear. I live in Mars, Pennsylvania. Like, how cool is that? That's just all right in my book. I love it. But yeah, dude, I can understand that. When I was young, I hated where I lived so much. I just wanted to move away. Then I moved to Mars, and I like it. And they filmed Night of the Living Dead just down the road. Love that. Cool people that live around here. Not Nathan, though, because we're only streaming friends. Yeah, I like where I live. Close enough to Pittsburgh, Steel City, USA. Also, hot tip, I don't know how to ink hair well, so once again, I'm just going crazy and hoping what I do works. Stream buds. You know, just throwing it in there and hoping for the best. I think it turned out okay. All right. This chick is on her way to her own private Idaho in hell. You know what? In honor of the stream, this chick, SpaceGal, her name is Claire. She has named this planet. Okie dokie. So now I think I'm going to work on all this like stuff that's kind of around her. Down here will be fun to do. So first of all, we got to get this little, let's actually do these cool rock formations here. Hopefully you guys can see that, and that'll be good. I'm going to bring the direction of my light source. Get all this in there. Boom, boom, bow. Good deal. I don't know what amino is. I'll have to look it up, Bear Bear. And then do some interesting rock formation things. Once again, I'd like to reiterate, I don't know how to ink rocks. So, as always, it's just slapping it out there and seeing what works. You know, some people at shows will ask me like, hey, do you, you know, how do I do this? And I'm like, I don't know, just do it, you know, just, you want to make rocks like space rocks, you just start drawing and you see what works, and if it works, then great, and if it doesn't, do it again. Sure, Bear Bear, shoot amino over. I don't know if I'll use that or not, but feel free to shoot me a link for it. I'm living in my own private Idaho. Do 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 da 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 da. So yeah, we're coming up on, we're an hour and a half into this, and this is as far as I've gotten. So definitely shows that the inking, it takes some time. I have problems with everything, Nathan. Oh man. There's not like one thing I feel like confident that I can do. But that's, I don't know, that's a good thing in a way. Like I don't know, I feel like every time I'm drawing, I should be like nervous and like, oh crap, this is not going to turn out. And it's kind of a frustrating feeling, but at the same time, it's good in a way. Because it means I'm trying new stuff. I'm not comfortable pushing myself further. And I think generally speaking, those are all good things. And next up, more Bernard Herrmann from The Day the Earth Stood Still. One of the all-time best sci-fi movies ever made. Especially the 50s. The golden age of sci-fi. I am neither on iOS or Android, Bear Bear. I have no idea what operating system this bad boy uses, but that's the operating system I'm on. Clothing, yeah, clothing's a pain. I just always have this feeling that I'm going to screw something up like absolutely royally. But I mean, I think that's, like I said, I think that's kind of a good thing in a way. Okay, so there's the footprint that she's archaeologically looking at. Let's add in some little lines and things here. I'll look for it. I'll look for it on. Are you saying Steam, Bear Bear? I don't know. I don't know what you mean. Let's do this little space brush. Here. Her space pencil. Because pens are overrated. What do you want me to? What do you want me to do specifically? I'm unsure exactly how you want me to proceed here. How do I get it on the stream? My phone is not a smartphone. Okay, her space camera here. And the camera's got to have doodads all over it because it's space. I cannot, Bear Bear. I do not have a phone capable of doing such things. Okay. Sorry. And there we go. Add like a ridiculous looking flash to it. And there's our space camera. This song sounds like it's from Invaders from Mars. Another excellent film. Okay. Hi, Sue the Kitty 87. How you doing today? Welcome to the stream. You want me to sing? All right. Girlfriend in a coma. I know it's serious. How was that? That was Girlfriend in a Coma by the Smiths. Ooh. You know what? Nothing wrong with being cold and drinking hot cocoa. That sounds delightful. And enjoying creative channels? Nothing wrong with that. Thank you, Bear Bear. I know, I am super pro. My singing has moved mountains. Is it really, Nathan? I'm going to have to listen up for it. I love that song. It's so weird. Alright, so I'm going to add in some like little linies where Feet aren't quite touching, just a little bit of shadow there. Girlfriend in a coma. Pardon me. Okay. Let's get in. She's got like a piece of space paper here. Let's just get that in. She's drawn up a picture of this. What's it called? Footprint she's found. Some like notes, like that. Good stuff. Baby, I do like wrestling. I can't say I'm the biggest wrestling fan out there, but yes. Yes, I do like wrestling. And yeah, the guineas, they've been on the stream before. The problem is they're guinea pigs. they're not very they don't like being touched or picked up or moved or looked at generally. So they don't handle being on TV super well. Oh, it's hard to see right now. The lights are like blinding me. They were very reflective. Sure, Bear, I will certainly do that ASAP. Okay. Got her space bag in. So what little kind of critters are going to be down here in the corner? Because I was thinking like some weird like centipede looking thing. I thought maybe a baby astro brain could be in there. What do you guys want to see? I got no issue with cats. I love all the animals. Thank you, Sue the kitty. Much obliged. Got some fresh water. So good. A germ-looking thing. We can maybe do a germ-looking thing. That'd be something interesting. Kind of like a little amoeba-like being. I don't know. We can definitely do that. Slug-looking creature. Astro brain. Okay, so I think we're getting like an amoeba type thing. And yeah, we can draw in a baby astro brain down here as well. So let's do the baby astro brain first. There we go. And gotta get the tentacles. He's kind of hiding out. I kind of want him to look like he's hiding out. Down there, like, whoa. And then we'll do like a sluggy amoeba type thingamajigger. hanging around down here. I don't know if that's too much, you know what I mean? I don't know if that's just too many weird little critters down there. I think the baby Astro Brain looks good. And we'll keep the slug thing, why not? Alright, why not, huh? That's the motto. Okay, so let's get some fresh ink in the pot. Let's get this little baby Astro Brain put in. I want to give him that look like I don't know, like he's just like, what is happening here? I think that would be fun. In the top left, yeah, we might be able to do that. Some flying creatures in the background crossing the moon or whatever that planet is. I don't know. We could do something like that. That would be fun. But let's get this baby Astro Brain put in. We'll do it one alien at a time. That's what Captain Kirk said. Little baby Astro Brain teeth. Fill in the mouth here. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. Let's get the Astro Brain baby in first. Because I think he's going to be super cute. If you think he's cute, I should start selling plushies. Only $48.99 per plush. Okay, there we go. What is OCX? $48.99 per tentacle. I like where your head's at, Sue, because these guys have 9 tentacles each. Okay, let's switch over to the pens to get the little details in. I'm going to go down to the tiny pen. I think your bog standard Astro Brain has 5 tentacles, but then there's some leader brains that have 7. That's what I like to think. Oh no, Nathan, didn't you hear? They're $48.99 per tentacle. So yeah, they're gonna start costing. That's running low. But yeah, that would be fun. Make Astro Brain plushies would be awesome. They're horribly adorable. I think that's a great idea. All right, now for the brain part. Let's just not overthink this and just start adding in brain wrinkles. Thinking gives you wrinkles. I wonder, is that true? Does thinking actually give your brain wrinkles? When Fritz stole that brain in Frankenstein, it didn't look quite as wrinkly as the others. Hideously adorable. Yep. There we go. The brains parts are coming along nice. Let's just make these wrinkles a little thicker on the backside where the shadows are going to be. And that's fun. I like that. He looks good. He looks good. A tentacle payment plan. I bet you in Japan they already have that. Okay. Oh, and that just smeared ink everywhere. Good, 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 good. Just what I always wanted. The head's only a nickel. The tentacles are what's going to get you. Okay, we have a baby Astro Brain in. I don't know. I don't know if this amoeba is going to be too much down here or not. But let's throw it in. Let's do it. Maybe let's make it a little smaller. I think that is the correct way to go. Oh, wouldn't that be fun? Sketch him on the cavernous wall. See, I don't know. He's got to go here. I don't think he's going to go because he's kind of small. So he's got to go either here in the foreground. He's not going to fit in the background, and I mean that's the sky up there. You know, oh, like gripping the stalactite. Yeah, we could do that. Might work. One day I'm hoping that the United States Post Office turns the Astro Brains into a stamp. That's the dream right there. There we go, that could work. I like that. So let's just knock that out. There we go. Now we can start adding them in. These little, like, I don't know. It's been a while since 7th grade biology, so amoebaloids in here? I'm going to go with amoebaloids. I think that is the right word to use in this particular situation. the dark spots inside the amoeba. Amoebaloids. Actually, the amoebaloids and the amoebaloids, that's a great name for another alien species that lives on the Astrobrain's planet of Brainialon. Boom, so let's get that going. Just little things inside of there. Okay, there's our little guy. I would like to, Bear. It's just been a time thing, my man. You know, I'd love to be able to put out more videos and stuff, but it's just, you know, paying clients got to come first and other stuff like that. So, but one of these days I would love to do a learn to draw series. Would be a lot of fun. Once again, I could be the Bob Ross of monsters. Hashtag, I'm sorry, # life goals. Okay, cool. So we got our baby Astrobrain and our amoebaloid in there. We can add in some stuff. Some, what do we call that? Rock shadows. For funs. Pardon me. Yes, # as opposed to hashtag. And Bear, it all depends. I mean, sometimes there's 6, 7. Sometimes there's only 1 or 2. It all varies. And they're all different. Some things take a lot of work. Some things I can get done in like 2-3 days. You know? So it just all depends. It depends on if it's something like, for instance, I mean, a drawing like this is going to take a while. I mean, you guys have been on. You've seen, it's been 2 hours of drawing time from the last stream, and then 2 hours of inking time with this stream so far. So now there's plenty to go. So it takes a while, you know. And then some things are done in, you know, pretty quick. A couple hours. So everything depends. I have been fortunate that this month has been, I've had more than enough to work on. I will never complain about more work. Let's get these rocks thrown in here. There, that looks good for now. I like that. That's good. So, Sue, I use, this is Higgins Black Magic ink. It is an India ink, and it's I don't really dilute it. I rinse my brush off in water, which I guess dilutes it a little bit, but I mean, just enough to get a flow on it. It's not, I don't dilute it a lot. If I do stuff with ink washes, yes, then I dilute it pretty good. But as it stands for this thing, no, I'm just using it more or less straight out of the bottle. I just drop it onto a palette. I hope that answers what you're asking. Let's see here. Yeah, Bear, I like that, the request stream. I think that's going to come up next week. Though we are coloring this thing as promised. But then maybe the week after that, that would be a good time to do a drawing request stream, because that sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah, Nathan, I hear you. I mean, that's with something this size, there's no way 2 hours is like crazy. You know what I mean? So it took me 2 hours to draw the pencils, and then, like I said, we've seen where we got 2 hours with the inks. So, and I don't know if we're halfway done or not on this thing. I don't even think we're at the halfway point with this. So. Plus, but I do talk to you guys, so it does cut the time a bit. But yeah, it takes a while for any of this stuff. And let's see. Do I think it's wrong to charge someone for a piece and post it properly so everyone can get it and use it? Well, Bear, here's the thing. It's not everyone can use it, number one. Number two, I always ask the client if they mind if I share it on social medias, to which no one has said, please don't, unless it's been a gift piece, in which case then I wait until they say, you know, I've given it to the person that wants it, or that I'm giving it to, and they loved it, and you can go ahead and post it up. So that's kind of where that comes in from. But in terms of people using the art, I mean, that goes to, like, I don't know, licensing rights, stuff like that. You know? I don't know what you mean by use it, because there's a big difference between, say, someone using it as like the cover for a magazine versus somebody making it their private screensaver, you know, or desktop wallpaper or whatever. But let me finish up these scales here, and then I think we're probably going to have to wrap it up, guys. Yes, I mean, sometimes that happens, but that's how it is with everything, and that's not it's not my fault if they use, you know, if they use my art that way. Like, I don't have any control over that. And yeah, you're right about that, definitely, Sue, that originals are vastly different to people than prints are. Yeah, I mean, if somebody takes this and decides to say, this is my OCC or whatever, then that's wrong, but that's not my fault if somebody does that. Because that's not something you should be doing. That's called stealing. Yeah, you know, I'll be honest, luckily, knock on wood, stealing's not something that happens to me very often, so that's good. We'll see. We'll see, guys. I have like 300 subscribers on my YouTube channel. When I get to like 40,000, it might become more of a problem. But yeah, I know a lot of people do that. Like on DeviantArt, I'll see people post and they'll have like, this is my original character, don't steal. And I feel bad because I'm like, what has happened that made you feel the need to put, you know, don't steal on there? Like, that sucks. Okay, let's get these snake lines. He's got a snake-like body. And then on the back, we're going to put some little, maybe spikes isn't the right word, but like bumpies. Like the back is rough. It has a rough texture to it. But yeah, anytime I deal with clients, I just try to be as transparent as possible and ask questions. You know. Sue Kitty, I do save all of the video files for those purposes. As far as copyright goes, in the US, I haven't done the copyright thing yet. I haven't felt specifically a need to do so. Knock on table here. But I know what you can do with the US copyright is, like, each copyright that you send in a picture of your work, right? And it costs like $30 or whatever. For me, that's gonna rank up there. That's like thousands of dollars. I've got a lot of art. But I guess a trick that one can use is you send in like 1 or 2 or even 10 pictures, sure, but each picture has multiple images in it. Like you digitally stitch the pieces together or something, you know. So I might do that at some point in time. I might copyright the Astro Brains. I don't know. I haven't decided about that yet. But we'll see for the future. For now, though, I just am going and I'm just trying to think the best of people. Like, they're not going to be jerks. I know that's a dangerously naive attitude, but I don't know. And have I ever had art theft? Bear. At this point, no, but I feel like by saying that, I'm tempting fate. At least let me put it to you this way. If somebody has stolen an image of mine to use in like an official capacity or something without my knowledge or consent, I don't know about it. There could be some magazine in like Guam published that has, you know, something of mine on the cover that I wasn't told about or paid for. I have no idea. So that's where we're at with that. But yeah, you know, to go with what you're saying, I don't really watermark it, but I have my signature on each piece of art that I do. This one will probably go somewhere. Maybe right here in this bag. I haven't decided yet. Would I get mad if I found out? I don't know. I don't. That's the God's honest truth. I think it would depend on the context in which it was used. You know? If it in like Guam or something, to go with that, I don't know why. If it was on some kind of like sweet, like coolest art ever magazine and it was on the cover, I'd probably be a little touched. you know, miffed, but also a little touched by that. If they used it for, like, I don't know, Kitty Porn Monthly, I would then be very upset. So it all depends, you know. I think it depends on the context. Also, I think this is music from Night of the Living Dead, and it is crazy. Let's switch over to something else. There we go. Okay. I should have even opened the door, Bear. I'm regretting that immediately, that I said anything about that. But yeah, I think it would depend on the context in which it's used and a number of other factors. But let me finish the shading up here, guys, and then I think I'm going to call it a day. So I'll tell you what, I'll give you guys a couple minutes to put any last comments you want before we wrap this sucker up. I think it's coming along nicely thus far. But I'm happy with it. So if with any luck I can get another stream in sometime this week before we digitally color it next week, I think it'll be fun. But I'm loving this, guys. Thank you all for joining in and for the suggestions, helping out. I love the baby Astro Brain here, is super happy. And I just have a lot of fun with this stuff. There we go. All right, and then we'll figure this stuff out. Yep. All right, guys. This was a good time. A lot of fun. Thanks for joining in. Bear, Nathan, Sue the Kitty, anybody else who's out there in viewership land watching. I had a lot of fun. We got SpaceGal Claire here. And I don't know, man. We're going to finish this up next time. So I'm looking forward to it. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. You can find me on youtube.com/markersandmonsters and Twitch and Mixer. So we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care now. Goodbye.